Hello, everyone on YouTube. Okay, ahead of us is feet and straps on the reformer. Everybody loves it. I know I do. I make sure I always save time at the end of class to do feet and straps because everybody loves it. It's just a nice way to connect with your breath and stretch. So for just shy of 25 minutes, we're going to be doing a series with the ball and several stretches. So I'd say it's more of a restorative kind of 25 minutes. So what's the setup? I'm going to have my headrest up. I have the foot straps on. I have a ball. And my weight is one heavy and one medium. So that is a red and a blue. And my foot bar is up. Let's slow things down. Just talk about why Pilates foot straps matter and what we're trying to accomplish by doing them. And also at some point, just move our body, kind of forget all that stuff and do what feels good. So of course, if you like this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, check out my longer classes on demand, johannapilates.com. Let's get started. Line on down. Let's place the foot straps on. Best part of our hour. Okay, when I place these straps on, they're down towards my heels instead of up. So just scoot them a little bit further down, because when we start working the legs, lowering and lifting, you'll feel it a bit better and more in the hamstrings and the glutes if those straps are a little bit further down. Just an FYI. Ball is going to go in between those feet. I'm going to be in parallel and find my nice position here. Here I go. I'm finding my neutral, feeling good. All right. I'm going to inhale here, exhale, lower those legs down, squeeze that ball, and then lift. Okay. How far you lower and lift those legs just depends on your stability through your pelvis. And we're all going to look different here, depending on hamstring flexibility. We're just all different. So don't compare yourself to anyone else. I always say that in my group classes, just focusing on you, unless your neighbor falls off the reformer, then all hands on deck. No, actually. We're squeezing that ball. My legs are lifting. Okay, I'm placing my hands on my hip bone. I'm staying where I need to be. And then I'm lowering. The feet are flexed, but I'm just trying to kind of relax through those feet as I move up and down. We're not doing anything fancy here. I know that. But by squeezing that ball, we're warming up. Well, really not warming up, firing up those inner thighs. And I like to move pretty slow. I want you to hold those legs at that diagonal above the foot bar. Bend the knees in and extend. Same thing. I'm bending my knees just as far in as I'm keeping that pelvis in the same spot. And again, that's going to look different for everyone. I'm finding the breath, finding that length through the crown of my head behind me, especially when I bend my knees in. I have a tendency to tuck a lot. I know a lot of people do, tucking my tail under like I'm going to roll into a ball. So lately I'm trying to be really mindful of not doing that. A few more here. We all have our things, right? We all have our things we need to work on. One more. Out. Lift those legs. Let's go to a turned out position at the hip joints. All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale. Again, we lower and back on up. Big inhale at the top. Exhale, lower. Squeeze that ball with those heels and find that breath. My hands are still there at my bony landmarks. It's almost like I'm pressing my hips down as the legs lift to keep me from tucking. Now I'm being really specific here in foot straps. Soon we're just going to move our bodies and have this feel good and not think about it. Because you know what? We've been thinking the entire hour, if you've been taking an hour Pilates class, hopefully you have with me, and I bossed you around for the entire hour, and you deserve just to move in these straps. I promise you we'll get there. All right, next one, at that diagonal. Frog the legs in and out. Squeeze the ball. My feet are still flexed, but I'm trying to relax my toes and not make them all cringy. And extend. Arms are long, fingertips are free. And like I said, try and go slow here. I want 2. And one more here. Finding that length through those feet, legs nice and long. Take those legs up again. From here, bend the knees slightly. All right, your goal is to keep that position with those legs. We're gonna hinge at the hip. Squeeze the ball. Inhale, lower those legs down. So I'm trying to maintain that shape, that diamond shape. And exhale, lift. And down. Ooh, I'm starting to shake. Woo-hoo. Well, my inner thighs are pretty warm. This ball is evil. Lower. I promise we're going to get a break here with this ball before we come back to it. Oh. Exhale. Good. One more. Those legs are going away from you, maintaining that slight turned out bend in the knee, and up. Take that ball, get rid of it a second. Let's find a quick stretch. Bottoms of feet come together. I'm holding the straps. I'm going to drop my feet down towards the springs. And breathe. I'm finding a slight arch to my back. If this isn't working for you, bring those knees up a little bit more towards your hips and find what works for you. And breathe. I'm dropping my feet one more time and enjoying this glorious stretch for my inner thighs. From here, I'm going to bring my feet up And I'm going to keep a hold on to those handles, not handles, foot straps, and find a happy baby pose. Woo-hoo, those knees are bent. Let's rock side to side. Just taking a few stretches before we continue on. From here, extend the legs long, press the legs slightly forward. Now I'm going to take those arms by my side. Enjoy this stretch. You want a greater stretch, allow those straps to pull you back in this wide straddle stretch. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. I'm going to grab a hold on to those ropes again. Bring my legs a little bit towards the back. And I'm going to teeter-totter from side to side. One hip lifts, and then the other. Breathe in and out. And from here, we'll come through center. Legs come together. Grab a hold of that ball again. Ball is going to go in between those thighs. Drop those straight legs again down at that diagonal. Make sure my straps are where they need to be. Let's flex those feet and bend the knees in and back. So we did the same thing at the beginning of class when the ball was in between those feet. We're going to work those inner thighs just a bit more before we continue on with some stretches. My headrest is up. I'm going to keep it up. We are not doing an inversion today when we go up on our shoulder blades. I'm not doing that today. So I'm going to keep my headrest up. As I bend my knees in to the chest, I'm going to lift my butt a little bit. Roll down, butt drops, legs extend. Finding that breath. Inhale. Can you lift that booty slightly? Lower the hips down, extend the legs long. All right, reaching those arms nice and long, knees bend in, and kick the legs forward. Doing a nice little ball roll. Slowly coming back down and kicking forward. All right, my inner thighs are definitely feeling this. When you do that little tuck, some core work involved as well. You are not rolling very far up. All right, give me two of your best. I've sped it up a tad. 1, and bend the knees in, lose the ball. One more time, back to that stretch. Knees go wide, bottoms of feet come together. You find what works for you. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Knees come back in towards your chest. Extend those legs on up. I'm going to be externally rotated, relaxing through my feet. Let's do some circles. Give me an inhale. Exhale, drop those legs down and circle. around. In a minute, I'm going to make these circles as big as I want to. But right now, again, I'm trying to keep everything still through my pelvis. We're going to move our bodies however the way we want to in a second. Pulling those straight legs down and feeling those hamstrings circling around, connecting at the top. I'm trying to relax my feet a little bit. Sometimes when I point my toe too hard, I start gripping in my hip flexors. I'm taking it easy. At the top, reverse directions. Inhale, exhale, circle around, meeting down in the center and up. Oh, so good. One more this direction. And up. I'm going to take my legs back. My tail lifts slightly. I'm going to circle my legs around and make them really big and up. So right now, I'm not doing it correctly to the Pilates police. I'm just kind of moving, because it feels good for me. All right. When I teach a class, I always do foot straps because everybody loves them. And I've been bossing you around for the entire hour, and I just want you to move and do whatever you want to do. Let's reverse. So I'm going around and down. What does your body need at this point? Take it. Just a couple more. And around. Drop those legs down. We're going to do a version of short spine. I'm not doing the true short spine variation where you roll up onto your shoulder blades. It's a mini one because that's what I feel like doing today. You're going to take those legs back, 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 and my bum is coming off a little bit. Arms nice and long. I'm going to bend my knees, heels stay connected, and push those legs forward. Taking those legs back. I find that hamstring stretch. I lift just slightly, bend those knees, and forward. This is working for me today. If you are familiar with short spine and do want to go up onto those shoulder blades, just take your headrest down. But this is what I'd like today. And bend. One more here. Legs go straight up to the ceiling. Flex those feet. Grab a hold onto those cords and press down. Big breath in and out. In and out. You can place that tailbone heavy down, find a bigger stretch in the hamstrings, or you can roll that spine a little bit and breathe. You can release those ropes, have those arms by your side. Play around in these foot straps. Just listen to your body. What does it need? Do you want to do one thing with your leg, another? Just find it. Bring those legs forward. Legs go out to that straddle stretch again. Well, my dogs are ruining this relaxing moment. I'm not surprised. One last stretch here. You're going to bring those straight legs together at that diagonal. So this is a hip flexor stretch. All right, from here, I'm going to imagine that there's a clock right there. I'm looking up at my feet, but really there's a clock. As I start to bend that left knee to the 9 on a clock, I'm going to bend that right knee and start bringing that foot down on the side of the wood frame of the reformer and hold it here. Now I'm just going to kind of move myself around, try and relax my right foot. That left knee is bent to a 9 on a clock, and I'm trying to open through that hip flexor. Inhale and exhale. Ugh, feels good. I'm going to start to extend that left leg at that diagonal and then sweep that right foot. Well, that wasn't very glamorous because my strap was going to come off, but well, you get the point. Let's do the other side. My right knee is going to start to bend to a 3 on a clock as my left knee bends and that foot goes down to the floor, and hold it here and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Relax, just let it go. I'm extending that right leg towards that diagonal. I'll bring that left leg up and meet in the middle. Bend those knees in. You'll take the left strap off. Find the foot bar with that left foot. Take that right foot strap and place it around your ankle. Left foot stays on that foot bar the entire time. Let's get a stretch in the hamstrings on your right side. You control how much tension is happening in the right by that left leg. You want more tension, you bend that left knee a little bit more. You want less tension, you press away. Find that sweet spot, hold it here. Try and point that right sit bones down towards the foot bar. Let's open that right leg up and out. Crossing the midline and over for that IT stretch. I'm going to take my left hand and press my left leg over while I take my right hand and push that right hip down. Coming back through center, take that right strap off. Right foot stays on the foot bar, press away. That strap's going to go behind that left ankle. Find the stretch. Open up to the left side. Remember, bending that right knee in and out. Control the tension. Breathe. And coming back through center, cross the midline. I'm gonna press my right hand into that leg and press my left hand down on that hip. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Be nice if a teacher was doing this for me so I could just enjoy it, but whatever. Coming back through center, taking that strap off. If there's anything else you want to do in these straps, do it. I'm a firm believer in playing around in foot straps and find what's intuitive to your body, to what your body needs. Clearly, my body might need some coffee now since I'm tripping over my words. Thanks for joining me. I shall see you soon.